Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I'm Sheetal June and you're watching today's legal news where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country and world. Starting with the headlines. Liquor policy case, Delhi High Court issues notice to ED on Arvind Kejriwal's plea challenging summons. Supreme Court extends interim protection from arrest granted to actor Siddiqui in rape case. Supreme Court orders medical examination of former PFI chairman in bail plea on health grounds. Supreme Court junks man's bizarre plea to deactivate machine controlling his brain. Now the news in detail. The Delhi High Court has sought the Enforcement Directorate's reply on Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal's petition challenging summons in money laundering case related to the alleged excise policy scam. Former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has approached the High Court challenging the maintainability of criminal complaints filed by the Enforcement Directorate against him for allegedly skipping its summon in the excise policy case. The petition challenges the Sessions Court's order, which had dismissed his challenge to the summons issued. Justice Manoj Kumar Ohri, while seeking response from the Central Investigative Agency, denied Kejriwal's request to stay the trial in the case. It was argued from his side that when summons were issued to him by an ED officer holding the rank of Assistant Director, a complaint could not have been filed by another officer of the same rank. It was contended that such an action is prohibited under Section 195 of the CRPC. The Supreme Court has extended the interim protection from arrest being granted to Malayalam actor Siddiqui in an alleged rape case. The two-judge bench, comprising Justice Velayam Trivedi and Justice Satish Chandra Sharma, extended its interim order of September 30th, by which it granted him interim protection from arrest and directed him to cooperate in the investigation. Senior advocate Mukul Rohatgi said that Siddiqui had a bad throat and sought some more time to argue the case. It was claimed by the senior counsel for the actor that the investigating agency is repeatedly asking Siddiqui about his phone and laptop, which he had in 2016 but does not have now. It was further submitted that he met the complainant only once and the investigating agency is also seeking his passport and Aadhaar number. On the other hand, the senior counsel for the Kerala police contended that Siddiqui has been appearing before it but is not cooperating in the investigation and giving evasive responses. On October 22, 2024, the court had extended the interim protection from arrest for 2 weeks. The bench had allowed the actor to file his rejoinder affidavit to the status report filed by the Kerala police, which alleged a lack of cooperation in the investigation on his part. While considering the medical bail petition of former Popular Front of India chairman Abu Bakar E, the Supreme Court today sought a medical report from AIIMS examining him as an inpatient. The court was hearing a special leave petition filed by Abu Bakar challenging the Delhi High Court's order denying him bail in the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act UAPA case being investigated by the NIA. At the very outset, the bench made it clear that it would be considering the bail petitions only on medical grounds. The bench of Justice M. M. Sundaresh and Justice Aravinda Kumar directed AIIMS to conduct a thorough medical examination of Abu Bakar E. During the hearing, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing the National Investigating Agency, claimed that Abu Bakar's petition for medical bail was merely a front for seeking regular bail. Mehta argued that Abu Bakar, by using the medical ground, is trying to get a regular bail. He submitted that he is already being treated in AIIMS. The Supreme Court has junked a man's bizarre petition who alleged that his brain was being controlled by other persons via a machine. A bench of Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia and Justice Ehsanuddin Enamullah dismissed the matter, stating that there is absolutely no scope of interference in such matters. The man had initially taken the matter to the Andhra Pradesh High Court, claiming that some people had obtained a human brain reading machinery from Hyderabad's Central Forensic Scientific Laboratory and were using it on him. The man sought the court's direction to deactivate the same. A counter affidavit was filed in the High Court by CFSL CBI, who stated that the petitioner, who is a teacher, didn't undergo any forensic examination at any point of time, and thus the question of deactivating the machine which the individual claimed has been used on him doesn't arise. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. Subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android devices for the latest legal updates.